Hey, this is Whitney Webb of The Last American Vagabond. Ryan and I decided to release the first half of my recent phone call with Maria Farmer with Maria Farmer's full permission. Maria is the first Jeffrey Epstein victim to report both Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell to the FBI, which she did back in 1996, and her sister Annie Farmer is also an Epstein victim. What follows is my conversation with Maria with as few edits as possible, and edits were only made when a statement was made off the record. For background purposes, this call was never recorded with the intention of airing it as an interview. It is very informal and is a bit disorganized in terms of topic, as I let Maria tell her story and any tangents or caveats as she remembered them. The intention behind Ryan and I deciding to release this phone call was being as transparent as possible regarding recent interviews and things I stated regarding my call with Maria, as well as helping this information reach the widest audience possible. The Last American Vagabond also plans to release the second half of this phone call at a later date. Without further ado, here is the first half of my conversation with Maria Farmer. Hello? Can you hear me?
Whitney. Hi, Whitney.
Hi, this is Whitney.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's nice to connect. How
Hi.
are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Hopefully you can hear me.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I've wanted to talk to you for ages. I really during all this stuff with Wexner, I've just been dying to talk to you because I just sort of have the scoop on them, and no one in the media is willing to talk about it.
Yeah,
No one I talk to about them ever tells.
Well, I am a little different, as you know. I've been willing to go there, but I've been really
Yeah.
swamped, unfortunately. Had a lot of other things come up after
Oh,
my
I
Epstein
know,
series.
Oh
And
no.
and I had a bunch of other
Oh
stuff going on.
God.
So my apologies in taking so long to set up a call
Oh,
with
I'm
you.
so sorry.
No, I mean, this stuff happens to
Oh
people and
gosh,
women
no,
all the
listen.
time. So I just to give you some background as to
Yeah.
why I took so long, because I have also been really interested in hearing what you have to say, because a lot of my interest, or not interest really, but focus on Epstein has been a lot of the stuff that happened in the 90s and even before then, because I think that hasn't gotten
Yeah.
enough attention, and I
That's
think
why I
that's where
wanted
a
to
lot
talk
of
to
the
you.
real story is, right? And so,
Exactly.
right, I know that you know.
Yeah,
So
for some reason, I mean, it really helps them to oppress all the truth. So as much as they can with where it all began, they're going to keep it quiet. And the FBI, Whitney, is so much an evil. I mean, I can't even explain to you how abusive the effing BI is. It's unbelievable to me. I mean, they, first of all, never offered me witness protection. And when I first called them, they knew I was telling. Believe me, they knew they knew everything I was telling them. They already knew because they're in on it. And it was so weird, his reactions when I was talking to him. I called and I got some answer guy, and then he passes me to some guy who's like, when I start talking about Wexner. And I asked the guy, do you have, this is all over the phone in 1996. I said, do you have a file on Les Wexner? And he said, why? And I said, he's the head of the snake in America. And I don't even know I was intuiting this. And also, I think it's common sense when you see all this stuff going on. And anyway, when I said that to him, he said, yeah, I don't know, maybe we do. And I said, well, these people are using child pornography.